Hello, beautiful family. How are you all doing? Compliment of the season to every one of you. Thank you for the love and the support. I'm grateful. I really appreciate all your support. So, my beautiful family, today I will quickly to share with you. One that's the normally say shall never and see. This is Progress the Analyst, and here I bring all the updates for you. Abba, everything where you dey find it dey here. And I really want to touchlight a lot of things also about the Biafra Prime Minister Simon Ekpa and everything that is happening. So please sit back and make sure you watch this video to the end because you are going to gain a lot. And I'll be right back. Now I want to really ask a lot of people some questions. Do you really love the Biafra Prime Minister Simon Ekpa as you normally called him? A lot of people say, Lord, Lord, Lord. And God said, not everyone that said, Lord, 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 that we enter into the kingdom of heaven. Not everybody that is shouting Simon Ekpa, right down. The Biafra Prime Minister, you are doing great. Not every one of them that loved him. In your own part, with your own voice, what have you done to make the difference? Do you know that every Tuesday is Mazina the Kanu Twitter day? People tweet just to create awareness about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And now for the Biafra Prime Minister, some persons will say, don't worry, we'll soon come out. Let me tell you the truth. Where he is not easy for him. Do you think that it's easy for someone to take what you normally do that you are happy from you, to stay in one place, to remain in one place? Do you think that is easy? Simon Ekpa also needs you if really you loved him. This is the time for you to show it. Why don't you also look for the president of Finland? Get his handle. If you know his handle on Twitter, you start sending message. If you have the email address, you start sending email. If you have the phone number, you start calling. The same thing they did to Biafra Prime Minister Simon Ekpa today. We know a lot of people that said, no, this is impossible. This will not happen. We are going to stop him. What did they do? They start sharing these phone numbers. They started sharing this email. They started sending videos. They started making calls. They started doing a lot of things. You can also, in return, help Simon Ekpa in making the Finnish government know that what they said about him is not true. I don't know if I am communicating. I know I pray that he be free soonest, but you still need to help him. The time that his voice should be heard, you need to stand for people to know that something this has happened. You don't need to wait for nobody. You can do it on any of the social media accounts. You can talk to the world about the Biafra Prime Minister and his work with Biafra. Is it true that the Biafra Prime Minister really incites the Biafran people? This is the time for you to stand in the gap. Don't wait for somebody to tell you. Or don't wait, I don't have a page, that is why I don't have this, that is why I don't have this. Come on. Whatever you are using to listen on social media, you can use it. You can start proving to them that is not true. I don't really know how serious this is, because a lot of people are really wondering, are people doing these things instead of all this fighting that will yield no fruit? So my message today is that why don't you take out your time and tell somebody the truth about Simon Ekpa? Who really is Simon Ekpa? What does he do? Is he inciting the Biafran people? What are the evidence? What shows that Nigeria has gave him every reason to start fighting for this Biafra? These are things that they want to see. But if you are sitting down and saying he will, they call it for question, it's not also easy.
Our special guest,
Instead, the time they use to fight up and down, you can use it to do this. Create awareness about Simon Ekpa's departure. Create awareness about a lot of things that need to be handled. Create awareness. Let the world know. So my beautiful family, the thing I've just been thinking, I said, no, don't you think that it is proper or It is high time we need to step out to do something about Simon Ekpa. Do you really think he will be released very soon? Fine and good. But heaven help those who help themselves.
And it's great.
So my beautiful families, let me bring this update to you, and also the COS also pass another message. Why would I remember this? That a lot of attorneys finally joined
legal
the
initiatives that were
COS.
laid
Now, I
out
don't really
by
want
the
to talk
Prime
too much.
Minister,
I want to listen to
and
each
that
and
the
every
current
word.
government
And
is also
I'll be
on
right
board
back.
with. And all the legal aspects will have only one purpose, and that purpose is to promote the independence of Biafra and the international recognition, while keeping in mind that the primary human right that we must look at right now is self-defense. So there is no human right without the right of self-defense. We must remember that, and remember very well that the movement goes far, far back, and it's a reaction to genocide. So on the international level, we're going to fight genocide. We're going to support the United States of Biafra. We're going to take it to the international authorities, but at the same time reminding them that Biafrans are not paper tigers, that Biafrans also will not shy away from their human right, the main human right, the right of self-defense. So there's many specific initiatives. I won't go into them here. Some of them are already in the works. We've achieved some of our goals already, even as we speak. So we're looking forward, moving forward, and give it back to the chair here.
All right. Thank you so much, Jonathan, Dr. Levy, and thank you so much for that update. On that note,
thank you, Honorable Chief of Staff, Deputy Prime Minister, as it is now. I want to stand on the existing protocols, and I will not take a lot of your time. My name is Bennett, just as it is described in the list of secretaries. I spent more than 28 years in the oil and gas industry, working in various positions, and retiring as a very top or high officer in one of the IOCs. So it is time to give back to the society, and I find it very, very important and adequate to give back to Biafra, to serve Biafra. I've witnessed a lot of things that have been going on even while I was still serving. But today, we are here, we are talking about Biafra.
Our attorney has to get back to work. Please, I know she requested to be the first person to speak so she can quickly jump back to her job. And I totally forgot. Right now, I saw her. Please, let's give our attorney Jane the opportunity to speak briefly and jump back to her job. Then after that, Benny, you continue. Go ahead, attorney Jane, please. Thank you. Sorry about that.
Thank you so much. Wow, what a turnout. It's such an honor to be here. Welcome to everybody. Our Honorable COS and Deputy Prime Minister, thank you. Also sending thanks to our Honorable Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa and every cabinet and secretary here today, and all our distinguished guests. You are all very welcome. My name is Jane Iwunze, and I'm honored to be the Secretary of Justice for our amazing United States of Biafra. Just briefly, as I don't have too much time today, I just want to emphasize how in the Department of Justice, we will be committed to integrity, to honesty, and to transparency. And I really just want to highlight these values because I believe it will set us apart, and it will And it will be the defining factor of the difference between our Department of Justice and others in Africa and in the world. I also want to use this opportunity to call upon well-meaning Biafrans, both at home and abroad, who are interested in serving this nation, to reach out. We will be needed. If we all put our minds together, put our visions in line, we can build a just and equitable and accessible system. So I think information will be made available as to where to send your applications, but in calling, and don't be no matter the age, don't be afraid. Expertise is, as long as the passion and interest is there, if you can send through application, obviously there will be a screening process, but yeah, just wanting to use this opportunity to call out as we build this Department of Justice. And I'm very excited for what the future holds. I'm excited to be a part of what will be one of the greatest nations. So yes, that's me. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you, Honorable COS and all members of Cabinet.
Yeah, thank you so much, Attorney Jane. And I know that, again, I've put up Biafrans that are interested in the position she's offered. You can send your application to the Chief of Staff at biafrarepublic.gov.org. I've posted it on the chat section. And once we get that, it's going to go to the appropriate department, who is going to screen, which is the Department of Labor and Productivity, headed by the Secretary Ulo Wona for screening. And I know, Attorney Jane, before you leave, I know a lot of people who have been distracting this government has been trying to quote the charter, page 26, 27, something to that effect. I know that these are individuals that never even know where we started or how we've been going, but for all of a sudden, everybody's talking about charter. I know that that particular area of our charter talked about the establishment of the government structures 4 years after we get to Homeland. If you want to take just 1 minute to expatiate on that particular aspect, so that that will put to rest some of these individuals who, I'm not going to say they are confused or they know what they're saying, but they just want to bring that aspect to just be a little distraction to what we're doing at this point. Thank you so much, Attorney Jane.
Thank you. Yes, there's not too much to say about it if we have been following what our COS has been saying. It does, in terms of the
So my beautiful family, that brings us to the end of this update. Do it to like the video, share and subscribe. I still remain your one and only Progress the Analyst, as I keep giving you all the update back to back. Thank you so much and bye bye.